Hi Virgo, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast. I know I've been away. I'm so sorry, my darlings. And I know that this video is kind of late, getting posted late, but I did not want to leave you another week without a forecast. So better late than never. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up here for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Maybe even Venus. We've been having some love messages popping up in the weeklies, and so we'll see. We'll see if love is popping up in the weeklies here for Virgo. But as you know, those of you who watch my channel, I tend to do love readings separately. But we're going to see what we have coming up here for the Virgo collective. Move you all just a little bit closer. And the first card we have coming up here for the Virgo collective is the Page of Pentacles. It could be you and your lovely earth sign energy. You could be dealing with a fellow earth sign. If you have children and one of your children is an earth sign, you might be focusing on that child or, making more time for that child or tending to their needs in the coming week. Page of Pentacles is a card oftentimes that comes up in my readings when we're investing our time and our energy into worthwhile things that are going to be productive. And so I feel like a lot of the Virgo collective is breaking out of this feeling or this sense of spinning your wheels upside down, right? Like if a car is turned over, those wheels can spin as fast as they want. It's not going anywhere if the wheels aren't touching the ground, right? And so with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like some of you are breaking out of that energy or breaking out of that vibe where it just seems like you can't seem to get ahead, or you're putting a lot of energy out there, but nothing is changing, nothing is improving. Now you're coming into a time of progress, improvement, stability, security, because instead of moving around frantically, you're putting time and energy into things that are worthwhile, things that are giving you back a positive return. This is also a card that comes up for me when we're healing money issues. We're healing our relationship with money. We're healing our karma around money. And so you may be finding that your money is beginning to go a lot farther because you're coming into a sense of efficiency. And so you don't feel like you're suffering or you're sacrificing or you're going without to try to be responsible. You're being responsible. You feel all your needs are met and you're able to do more with the money that you have, to the extent or to the point where it almost feels like you got a massive raise or a massive promotion. Even though your income might not have changed, you just feel like, wow, like my money is really working for me, or I'm really making it work for me. The next card that's coming up here for the Virgo collective is the Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. Okay? Wishes coming true. This is a card, and some of you have heard me say this, and I don't mean to sound like a broken record here, but it is an important message. In my readings, Nine of Cups comes up sometimes to tell us, like, hey, good news, you're going to get what you want, but there's also, like, a little bit of homework you need to do here, okay? Nine of Cups is like your wish is coming true and you're happy. But the flip side of that, there could be people looking at you who are not happy for you because they feel it's not fair. Like, who in the heck do you think you are? Or you just got lucky. Like, they don't understand how hard you've been working. They don't understand how much effort you've been putting into becoming a better person, self-improvement, learning new skills, healing, releasing, strengthening your spiritual connection. They don't see any of that. All they know is that all of a sudden they're looking over and you have something amazing happening in your life, and they just think it just fell from the sky and you didn't do anything for it. And so they might have this attitude where they act like you got a big head, or you forgot where you came from, or things are going good for you, you have way more than they have, so you should give to them, you should take care of them because it's not fair, because they don't have anything and you have everything. And so the Nine of Cups comes up in the readings to say you really, really, really need to practice having a healthy sense of entitlement, like in a healthy way where you're like, I worked for this. I deserve it. I deserve to have it. I deserve to keep it. I get to decide who I want to share it with. I get to decide how much I want to share, not other people, right? And so you have to be ready to have these boundaries. This blessing is coming in for you, and it's like spirit is about to put this banquet down at this table, but there's people at your table that are going to come in like locusts and devour everything, even though you're willing to share. And so your angels and guides are waiting for you to have those good boundaries in place, so that when that banquet gets laid down, you're not going to let that happen. You're in control. You're not going to let people come in and take away from you your blessing. Okay? Some of you, it could be a very high paying job. Some of you, it could be a romantic partner that might be very successful. And your family just thinks all of a sudden now they have an in, like to your partner. It doesn't work that way. The same way for you. You wouldn't want to be married to somebody whose family sees you as like, the family bank account. You probably wouldn't want that. And so, and that's not to say that you wouldn't help or that you wouldn't be generous, but boundaries, right? Boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. It could even just be happiness, just being happy. You might be like making friends, you might have really positive things happening for you, and there could be people who are like, well, Virgo, it's not fair, you're so happy and I'm so miserable, and they just want to talk to you about their problems all the time, and they just want to make you feel sorry for them, and like constantly be, taking them around and talking to them. And we want to be there for people, we want to be there for our friends and family who might be having a hard time, but it shouldn't be like, well, you have to do this because um you're happy and I'm not, or like you owe it to me, like you're gonna listen to how miserable I am. That's gonna drag you down after a while, and that's gonna keep you from being able to be in a happy energy, right? It just bringing you down into that sadness. Hold on. So you can be there for those people, you can try to cheer them up, you can go and take them out and be generous, and talk to them on the phone, or go visit them or have them over. But it doesn't mean that it's going to be around the clock constantly. It doesn't mean that you're going to listen to the same unhappy situation all night long when you have a family to take care of in the morning, or you have a job you need to do, or you need to be working. So those boundaries, I can be generous, I can be there for you, but I decide when and I decide how much. The next card that's coming up here for you all is the King of Swords. This could be an air sign person, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. If you have Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra placements, you may be focusing on those houses or those areas of your life. King of Swords is also the master of negotiation. Okay, could be an air sign, but even if it's an air sign, more so maybe coming in with that energy of the King of Swords. King of Swords is the master of negotiation and is the master of finding the win-win solution in a situation. So there could be something here in terms of finalizing agreements, finalizing terms. There could be things involving contracts. This could even be somebody that you're going to for guidance. Sometimes the King of Swords can be seen as a very knowledgeable person, not mentor, but like an expert in a situation, an expert in a field, or someone who's going to give us guidance, who's going to give us advice that's going to go well. Page of Pentacles here, you might be embarking on a new endeavor, and this King of Swords person might be giving us advice or guidance to see to it that we're successful. Could also be here that there could be lawyers coming into a situation. So maybe you're getting certain contracts or waivers or permits or licensing in place. or you're consulting with a lawyer about steps that you're getting ready to take. There could even be in in a relationship, like a prenuptial agreement or something that is being discussed or being finalized, but it's being done in a way that is like a win-win solution for both parties, right? Um, because you know, not having a prenup can be very scary for somebody who has a lot to lose, and signing a prenup can be very scary for someone who maybe is coming into a situation and maybe they don't have much, and maybe they're making certain sacrifices for the relationship. And so like that in itself can be scary, because you're like, well, what if this person gets bored of me and they kick me out, or they're done with me, and then like what do I do, right? And so there could be something here where if there is a prenup, there's terms that are being put into it that like the person signing also feels protected, right? It doesn't feel like you're signing something that says, you know, you have everything, I have nothing, and I'm just at your mercy. You know, there could be things that are put in there, like certain provisions or certain things that like let you know, okay, all right, I'm gonna be safe, I'm gonna be okay. Even if God forbid for some reason this person decided to, you know, to leave me, you know, I'm not going to be left high and dry. I'm not going to be, you know, kicked to the curb out on the street. So there could be something here. If it's not a prenup, it could be some other agreement, some other contract where it's favorable to both parties, or like you're finding a happy common ground, you're finding a happy agreement. I'm not even going to say compromise, because I don't necessarily feel like it's a compromise, but like both parties are happy in the situation. If you are wanting to confront somebody about doing something you're wanting to do, King of Swords always tells us, go in with logic, go in with reason. Don't go in with an emotional argument. Don't go in with the stance of, well, it's not fair, or it's about time, or, you know, I've done all of this, and you know, the least that you could do is this or that. You might be 1000% correct, but unfortunately, human nature, people hear that and they get defensive, or you know like they're not going to respond. But if you go into the situation where you're like, hey, I have an idea, and here's why it's a good idea, and here's how it's going to benefit you, now they're listening. Now, oh, yeah, it is a good, oh, that would be good for me. So like kind of we have to, you know, approach this from a situation from like, here's why it's going to be good for everybody, or here's why this is good for both of us. Taking that approach is going to get a lot more progress. Your next card here is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups can be a lot of opportunities opening up, a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices. Seven of Cups can also be like we feel like we're dreaming. Like I'm so like I don't even know where this came from. It fell from the sky. Um could be like you feel like you're dreaming. So this is very positive energy here, Virgo. You have very positive cards. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Some weeks your moon sign or rising sign might resonate more than your sun sign. There is a playlist in the description so you can watch the other videos. If you would like to schedule a private reading with me, there's a link in the description that will take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, and you can schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Hope you all have a fabulous week ahead. Take care and be well, my darlings.